The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Bears and the Chiefs on Thursday night primetime.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. After this, the games count for real. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, back in the day, it was 6 preseason games, then 4, now 3. So here we are. This one, the last tune-up before the regular season gets going.
Yeah, and I know it's easy to start looking ahead to the regular season, and of course there's an excitement that comes when the games get real, but for so many players on these rosters, this is where careers and opportunities are made. I know from talking to these coaches, they're coming in. This game matters. It's how they build their roster. It's how they make the last couple difficult decisions, because once these teams get cut down for the start of the regular season, the real games get going, and they want to make sure they have the right guys in that locker room come week 1.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. Won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky. For so many guys on the roster, it's just check the box. It's one more step to getting to the regular season. But for these young quarterbacks, you just can't place enough value on how important these game reps are. And here for a young quarterback who's looking to prove his worth, but potentially being the starting quarterback week 1, how does he command the huddle? How does he manage a game-like atmosphere? Until you put him under the bright lights, you just don't know the answers to the questions.
On the ground, here's the Texas Longhorn, Roschon Johnson. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
First and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and that will lead to a second down. Here's Johnson. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, 2-time regular season MVP, 3-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
These preseason games, Mike, they could be a little bit tricky because on one hand, you want to protect your starters. You want to make sure you go into week 1 of the regular season as healthy and as prepared as possible. But for a lot of the guys on this roster, especially these backup quarterbacks, this is a great opportunity not only to prove your worth in the NFL, but these are a lot of valuable opportunities and reps that don't necessarily come once the regular season gets kicked off.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's the 3rd-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down. He's able to take it up to the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Taking off, and Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that first down. A gain there of 13 yards. A couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. Open man is Kadarius Toney, the former Giant. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, on is the Chiefs' new punter for 2024, Matt Araiza. The Bears have Velus Jones deep to return. This brought in out past the 20. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Williams to throw on 2nd down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. But there, fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Chiefs offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll work this out to the 23. Kyler Gordon there to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's complete left side to Tony. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. That pass caught right side by Tony.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, Mahomes. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Here's Matt Araiza now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Another run here with Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. A run here with Homer. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's to the former Charger, Gerald Everett. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he's going to have a Bears first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Gerald Everett, touchdown Bears. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. A throw taken in by Tony. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Bears offense and their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this 1st half. Now it's Johnson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw is Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Homer. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Chicago.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Here's 1st and 10. A give, and here's Johnson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On 2nd down, it's Williams. He finds his big tight end, Everett. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throwing on second down, Williams. That's a short throw caught by Kmet. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that be a bit of a letdown.
It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Bears first down. A play fake. Now Williams. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up second down. A play fake. And they'll throw with Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for the fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Throwing is Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll take this to the 35, and that'll move the chains. It's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This one intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
And he'll get about 5. They'll go again with Johnson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And on this first down, it's Johnson. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. On the bootleg, it's Williams. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. The worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended target.
And he's in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago. On is Santos for the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they are unable to tack on the extra point. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Rashee Rice. And that's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. He connects with Gray on that one. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Motion man is Rice. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
On 3rd down, they go with Pacheco.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
On the return is Jones. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. This, the final game on the preseason schedule for these two teams. After this comes final cut downs, and then we get started for real. The countdown is on for the NFL kickoff game on the Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, this is the final dress rehearsal. Still a chance for someone to make a big play that cements his spot on the roster. And to bring it your way, let's get it right back out to Mike Tirico. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First down 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes back. We're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on second down. That's going to be caught by Greg. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, it's clear, Mike, this defense is really locked in. They have a clear beat on what this run game plan is. Back-to-back stops for no gain brings up 3rd and long.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Number 15, Patrick Mahomes on the keeper.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Now the former Eagle and Lion is back in the NFC North. It's DeAndre Swift.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Drew Tranquill up to make the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is gonna be hauled in. He's got it. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will extend this third quarter lead.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll get forward for a couple. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. A handoff to Pacheco. And to pick up 3 or maybe 4. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A give here to Pacheco. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Gray is the motion man here. He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the #1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, and the rest of the Chicago offense. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is not gonna work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
3rd and long for Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Velus Jones now on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bears offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Williams to throw on second down. To the left side, he's got Kmet. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Williams. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Quick throw taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. Now a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
There's 2 big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on 3rd down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact, that's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
LeBear's offense ready to get back at it. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
1st and 10. Here's Williams. through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. This one down the field for Everett. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Now Wentz. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Back is Wentz. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Bears have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. And they appear to be ticketed for a 3-0 preseason finish. Sometimes that's meaningful, sometimes not, but we'll see what they can do here. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll run it with Homer. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's incomplete. Gary Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. A run. Edwards-Helaire. And he had to push through one tackler, but is cracked up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be one sack away for breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to try it here again. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Pass is caught. It's Tyler Scott. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. This pass is caught by Scott. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch.
And he's in! Travis Homer. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Santos for the extra point. And this is not close. He missed it wide to the right. No good. And no extra point. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Montrell Washington now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Gray is the motion man here. To throw, Wentz. That's taken in by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, faking the give. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Mike, it is not very often where I am at a loss for words. You know that by working with me. But let's just set this stage. They just allowed a modern NFL record 13 sacks in one game. I mean, to say this is absurd would be a dramatic understatement, and I hate to say it, but performances like this, people lose their jobs over.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Wentz. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man, Carter. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Scott, touchdown Bears. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
On is Santos for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bears will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete. That's Justin Watson.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Here's Wentz. Now they'll set up the screen for Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing is Wentz. That's caught by Edwards-Helaire. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down.
Anytime it's third and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up fourth down.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. To throw, here's Wentz. The ball's out. The Bears have it. He gets free. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And they will score again. This time it's the defense. And, Greg, this just adds to what has been a one-sided affair from the start.
Yeah, and on a day where it just seems like nothing has gone their way, this fumble return for a touchdown kind of just adds injury to insult. There's days, Mike, where you just don't have your best and the other team has the upper hand, and I think it's pretty clear today is one of those days.
Next to score, Bears 40, Chiefs 6.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and Carson Wentz heads back on the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Do better than this.
Off play action. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
Throwing now on third and long. And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a third consecutive time.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the Chiefs punter, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Pettis now to return. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it, 1st and 10. A run here with Homer. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Homer. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Oh, a loose football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will add one more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Washington now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. Finish off the preseason unbeaten, and they are ready for the regular season, which will kick off in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. We'll see you September 5th in Kansas City. The Chiefs and the Ravens in the season opener. Can't wait. Till then, enjoy the rest of your evening.
No, this could not be worse. No! Fight hard! What was that? Oh, you can't believe I paid for this!